Episodes 1 and 2 of WandaVision have been released on Disney+, the MCU's first TV show. Let's get into my thoughts on it. I gotta say, I've really been looking forward to this one. WandaVision deals with Wanda's life after Avengers Endgame, where she lives the idyllic family lifestyle with Vision. And this is displayed through a 50s sitcom kind of vibe, which is something that really threw me off even though I knew it was going to be there. I didn't think it was going to lean so heavily into this, where it is literally a 50s TV show, just filmed in 2020. They move into the town of Westview and are trying to keep their powers from all of their neighbors. Now, before I get any further into this, I should say there will be spoilers throughout, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, go away and come back. So in the first episode, Vision has invited his boss round for dinner and has forgotten that he's done so, whereas Scarlet Witch thinks they're going to be celebrating the anniversary of them being together and gets all dressed up, and yeah, you can imagine what's going on there. The second episode involves Vision eating a piece of gum which messes up his insides and makes him seem drunk while him and Wanda perform a talent show with a magic act. It's very strange. It's not what you would expect from anything MCU related. However, I was gripped throughout both episodes, and this is because they are leaving little Easter eggs in everywhere. And not in the sense of Marvel fan service Easter eggs, those are there, but there's something much deeper and much more sinister at play. And this is where I'd like to go into my theories on what's actually happening here. Of course, spoilers for the Avengers movies, but Vision is not alive. Vision is dead, and in this universe, he's alive. And the first thing that I really picked up on here is a shared dialogue between the two. Vision says, "my wife and her flying saucers," implying of when aliens came down and ripped the two apart. And then Wanda says, "my husband and his indestructible head." We all know how that turned out. In both episodes, there is an advert, and this advert plays into things a lot more than I think people realise. The first one is of a Stark Industries toaster, with the Stark Industries logo brand on the side and a red beeping light, as if it's counting down to something, like the Stark weaponry that blew up and killed her family. In the second advert, we see Strucker watches, Baron von Strucker being the guy that tortured Wanda and gave her her powers through the Mind Stone. I think Wanda has constructed her own reality. We hear somebody saying, Wanda, who's doing this to you?" while watching a television with her on. I believe that Wanda has created a world for herself based on her idyllic image of the American family. Now, growing up in Sokovia, which is fictionally located in Eastern Europe, there would have been a lot of reruns of these old American shows playing when she was a child, and this would form that idea of what she needs in life and what would be the perfect outcome with Vision. And I think we can see her trauma in the form of these adverts, these little lines, coming through, seeping into this reality, reminding her of what's happened to her, and then the dynamic changes. For instance, by the end of the second episode, we move from the 4:3 black and white setting to a colour setting after seeing a really disturbing beekeeper. Not quite sure what the beekeeper's about, but it was pretty cool nonetheless. This shift signifies her realizing her trauma again, it coming through and permeating into this reality that she's created, and therefore rewriting it for a new one. The whole while this is being watched out on a television, because that was the ideal life that she had always seen on television. I don't know if you guys know anything about Wanda Maximoff, but she is one of my favorite comic book characters. She deals with legitimate mental health issues while having the ability to rip apart reality. And this results in some crazy things in the comics. She wipes out 99% of all mutants on the planet so they don't have to feel the persecution that mutants have felt for so long. Now, I have a theory, and this is just a theory, this is just my personal thoughts on it, but I think this, along with Doctor Strange 2, is going to set up the foundations for bringing in the X-Men. It can either be a multiversal situation where they come through to this universe, or I believe we could see something with her changing reality so frequently and her losing her mind slowly. Multiversal energy, which we know Doctor Strange harnesses, seeps through and starts to mutate the humans, causing the X-Men. I'm not too sure if Magneto would end up being her father, but that's something that could easily be rewritten to make sense. Honestly, I'm really loving WandaVision. I'm really intrigued and I can't wait to see what comes out next. I may be slightly biased because, well, I love Wanda too much. So let's go and check in with my boy Dean and see what he has to say on it.
Oh, hey. You caught me catching up my comic collection that I've been ignoring a little bit. But yeah, hello Hatchlings. That's the name, right? Hatchlings. Yes, so WandaVision. It's pretty good. It's a weird little experiment Marvel have done, but I applaud their risk taking because it's very akin to early Bewitched, if you know the formula. Like inside the show itself, obviously the outside things for coming in with Wanda being in some sort of coma or torture. I mean, I guess it's akin to Call of Duty Black Ops 1 with Mason the numbers. Also, Vision's cool. Always, he's got the phasing thing. He's got, well, being an android. That plays into some of the comedy, which is cute. It's cute. The real colours bleeding in. It's interesting. It seems to signify a shift in paradigm or a breakthrough in the torture or procedure, whatever you want to say. The end range commercials, very interesting with Stark and Stoker. I'm not 100% on the second one, but yeah, very interesting hearing things bleeding in, watching the colours come in, the pregnancy at the end of the second episode. That's, who knows? It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think it'll be interesting going forward. It'll keep our attention. It'll probably evolve from like your hippie soapbox at the end. And I think I read somewhere that it is related to the next Doctor Strange movie. So hopefully that'll be nice. That'll be fun to see how that links in. And yeah, I'm gonna watch it weekly. If Calamity wants to do another weekly thing, I'm happy enough to do that. It sounds good. But yeah. That's my brief thoughts on watching WandaVision this morning. Yeah, back to you, Hatcher. And I will see you later. Enjoy, guys.
Hey, big shouts to my boy Dean. I will leave links in the description for his podcast. It's really good. Go and check it out. And I'm inclined to agree with you, dude. I think that this is just going to be amazing. I can't wait to see where this goes forward in the future. So my plan is now to review every episode as it comes out and update my theories and my thoughts on how this is going to end up. I reckon we're in for a surprise cameo somewhere down the line. Probably at the end of the show, we may get a hint of a Spider-Man. You know, we may get Thor, Doctor Strange himself. Probably quite likely considering the upcoming movie. I'm pretty damn excited, guys, and I can't wait to keep updating you with it all. So if you made it to the end of the video, slap a like on it. Let me know in the comments, have you watched WandaVision? Are you going to watch WandaVision? Does it intrigue you at all? I think it's going to be a really good one. However, I do understand that some of these seasons can start off quite slow, and I think that is something it's maybe suffering from with a lot of viewers. So it may be a better alternative to wait until the entire season is out and binge it. But as I said, I'll keep updating you every week on the new episodes, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Slap a like on it, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, because that is what it takes to be a Calamity. Lots of love. Bye.